Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome to BattleTech. I'm so excited to bring this game to you guys. So a few weeks ago I was in Sweden for ParadoxCon and they were showing off a bunch of games. And one of the newer games they decided to show off was a game that was kickstarted, that was kickstarted last year by HairBrained Schemes Studios, the people who did the Shadowrun RPGs recently. And that is BattleTech. Paradox is now producing BattleTech, and if you don't know what BattleTech is, it's the same universe as the MechWarrior games or the MechCommander games, all games I played growing up and adored, and they're going back to their roots with BattleTech, where MechWarrior was first person and MechCommander was a real-time strategy. BattleTech is a turn-based XCOM style strategy with a lot of customization. And everything they were talking about, what they want to do with the game, the single-player campaign being kind of this huge section of space where you kind of take your ragtag band of mercenaries and kind of work for whoever you want and influence the story how you think you should, with pilot management and mech management and economy management, sounded so good. But what they were showing off, and what I'm going to be showing off to you today, is the combat system. And that, I walked away from ParadoxCon saying BattleTech was probably one of, if not my favorite game that they showed at the convention. So we're going to go through a little bit of a scenario. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, just kind of play it, and hopefully show it to you guys. And if you're excited about it, well, then you and I are on the same page. So really, all this is a backer beta for those who back the Kickstarter and for press. And what we're going to be doing is we're just going to take our 4 dudes going against the enemy 4 dudes, and we're going to pick a map and we're just going to play, and I'm going to kind of explain how the game works as we play it. So let's just pick why don't we pick a Twilight map? I haven't played Twilight yet in it, and why not? What map do we want to play? I played River Crossing at the convention. Why don't we try Death Valley? That sounds kind of cool. All right, so you can do all kinds of stuff here. They give you a bunch of built mechs and loadouts as you would. Right here we have $15 million to play with to customize as we see fit. If you end up going to like light battle, that'll max it out, which I might try actually for this. We can actually change our budget if we so choose to. I think that'll change, yeah, that'll change theirs as well. So basically, the higher the budget, the more powerful your mechs end up becoming. And that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. Why don't we stick with, why don't we go middling ground? Why don't we go 20 why don't we go 20? And I'm thinking we go medium battle. So as I was saying, you can do all kinds of stuff here. When the game comes out, you're going to be, your pilots themselves are going to level up. They're going to get their own unique skills and perks that'll go along with their mechs, making them really good at certain things. And of course, your mechs will have parts replaced, parts blown up. They'll have to go into repair if things get really bad for them. There's a lot of management aspect in the single player game that sounds really great that we can't really play with now. But if we want, we can kind of mess with what mech we're going to use, the loadout of that mech, its weapons, its tonnage. We can name it, all this stuff that I'm not really going to mess with right now because there's really no point unless you really want to get into the depths of the game. I think I'm going to go with a medium cavalry, I think, which is like a lot of heavy mechs. We got medium assault, which allows us to go kind of, we got a good mix of light, medium, and heavy. Where medium battle is light, medium, heavy as well, but a different light. Urban mech. Screw it. Let's go with medium battle versus medium assault. We'll let them use their assault. And the game is kind of hard, so... Oh, we can't choose Twilight on this map. That sucks. What about the stacks? Yeah, let's go Twilight on the stacks here. And let's load into the battle, and I'm going to explain the game. Explain it as we play. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I love this stuff. This is playing this at the convention really got me excited. Like, I love the games from the past, and I'm super pumped that the game is coming back. And by HairBrained Schemes Studios, which is a studio that, you know, has proven over and over again that they at least know what they're freaking doing when making games and taking licensed properties and really kind of converting it into a video game format. Shadowrun being obviously the most obvious example. Do I have to hit launch? I do. Okay, sorry. All right.
Command interface initiated.
So, there's a lot of like flickering there. WASD will move the camera. We are to kill the enemies, basically. That's all we need to do is destroy the enemy lance. And turns work a little bit strangely here, and I'm going to try and explain it to the best of my capabilities. But right now there's no enemies, so we don't know who's first, and we kind of just can move everybody. So when you click on somebody, you can see the little pips where they can move and the action it will take to move them there. We can move, which would be, it would use less time units. It is working on time units if I remember correctly. Sprinting will get you further but use more. And then he has reverse. Now reverse, you can back up but only a couple of steps. Reversing is, you gotta think of the mechs like they are actually as big as they are supposed to be. They move like gigantic tanks. They're not agile. Sure, smaller ones are more agile than bigger ones, and they may be able to do things like use jump jets and move a little bit further. But really, even the smallest ones are gigantic walking tanks, and they move and act like that. So we're gonna go ahead and move right out the gate and take our small guy. And I'm thinking we want to kind of look for cover here. See this green? Green means this cover. But there's not a lot of cover I can actually walk up to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprint to here. And once you pick a spot, you choose where you want your mech to rotate, his upper half. Now here's the problem. Because he's walking straight and then turning right, his body doesn't turn 360 degrees, so he'll be facing right and can only turn his body a limited degree angle as he's facing to the right. So that's not going to be great for us. So what we're going to do is hit escape. I think we're going to go here, and then we can turn his body to face this. Now, this is also showing the range of his weaponry. Close and bright is where the close range weapons will hit, then medium, then long. For now, I'm just going to have him face in the general direction we know where the enemy is. And he's gonna move that way, and he's gonna kind of hang out there. Now he's evasive, which I actually don't know what that means. I assume he's particularly more agile than others. All right, big guys.
What do you need?
I'm gonna have him move into the cover, and I want him to face this. Now you can see his range is way bigger than the other guy, so I want to keep this guy in the back. Orion, ON1K. And I'm going to kind of use him as a sniper in ranged assault while keeping him in cover. So he's going to move out this way. Boom. He's evasive and in cover. I'm going to do something similar with this guy here. What do we got? Multi-target kill. Fire a weapon up to 3 separate targets within your mech's current firing arc. All right, why don't we move you up as well? And again, look at this. The range on this guy is ridiculous. We might even feel safe keeping them a little bit further back. And we'll keep him faced. And that's a trebuchet, so, but the name kind of implies, you know, long range. And this cover he can get to, he's a lot faster, the Hunchback. But there's not much he can do with the way he ends up turning. Why don't we go ahead and do that anyway? We may get lucky. Hopefully we'll get through the next turn relatively easily here. And you can see all their weapons are over here, by the way. You can melee. Once we get to combat, I'm going to explain how combat works, targeting particular systems, etc., etc. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee while we wait for the enemy here. Basically, the way combat works is pretty simple. You can't target anything specifically when you're firing at them right away. You can target them specifically, parts like the cockpit or the legs or the arms, when they get knocked on the ground. And there's things that you can do to destabilize them, things you can do to knock them down outright. Melee has a high chance of just straight up knocking them down. And that kind of thing is something you're going to want to manage as time goes on. I'd see, okay, so the way he has to get to here, he actually has to go here and then here. I wish he could just go elsewhere, but I don't want him to go too far without the cover. So we made enemy contact. And now with enemy contact, we can see him here. I don't know if we can actually hit him. No, we can't really. Now there is a skill some of them have that'll allow them to scan an area. And even if they're in the fog of war, we'll be able to target them, but we don't have it quite yet. We do have a jump. I do wonder if we can jump up on the cliff if we get close enough. For now, I think we leave him up front like so. We're going to move them up. I won't mind necessarily moving these guys up a little bit closer if there's some cover we can use, and there is.
Confirmed.
I also should explain these 2 bars above the mechs here. The issue is, like, this guy is behind a lot of mountains, and he's unlikely to get any targeting here where he's standing because the mountains are in the way. He has no ability to jump. Because I think he's just too big. So before we move on, I forget which bar is which, but one is your heat and one is stability. I think the top bar is heat. So the more you use weapons and the more actions you do, the higher your heat bar goes. And if it goes too high, your mech overheats, it starts taking damage, weapons become destroyed or just inoperative, and your mech becomes useless. So one of the things I made a mistake I was able to recover in ParadoxCon was when I finally saw the enemies, I just unloaded on them with all of my weapons as fast as I could. And it made the first 3 or 4 turns of combat really one-sided in my favor. But then I realized all my mechs were overheating, and the enemy had kind of played it safe. They were kind of staying evasive, maybe firing 1 or 2 weapons at a time. And by the time I was overheating, they were able to just kind of pick away at me with their weapons while managing their heat. The only way to decrease heat is to take a turn and not do anything. So you just kind of skip your turn. Down on the second bar is your stability. The more you take hits, the more unstable your mech becomes. And if it passes up this particular bar, the chances of it falling over onto its backside and allowing the enemy to take targeted shots at it becomes higher. Again, things you'll kind of see in action. This top bar is its health. This is armor, I believe, and then this is like its actual health. All right, so this guy is not exactly where I'd like him to be. So I'm actually gonna move him into the forest the other guy was in. I don't want to call it a wasted turn, but there may be like a long-range flanking maneuver we could do here. All right, so now we're going to start seeing the enemy turn. Okay, mech 25T, he's coming 25 tons, I assume. So, okay, so this is important to know. Basically, each mech is going to operate on a turn now that we've encountered an enemy. We can reserve our turns to the next phase. So basically, the smaller and faster your mech is, which is this guy, the higher in the turn order he's going to go. So because he's small, quick, and light and nimble, he's always going to go on turn 4. And then we have the next 3 mechs actually all go on turn 3. Well, they have 1 on turn 4, 2 on turn 3, and 1 on turn 2. What we could do is actually just reserve our mech and hope that they walk into view. I may want to try and like pop up here and like see if I can actually make that work. That kind of could be cool. I don't know how useful it'll be, but I'm going to go ahead and send him up there.
Here we go.
There he goes. Boom. Okay, that actually did not do as, like, actually anything. And I can't attack yet. So we're going to brace. So this is like your skip turn. Brace is going to reduce damage and keep him completely guarded. Not completely guarded, but guarded from enemy attack. All right, now we're starting to see all the mechs show up. They still haven't come into sensor range, which is fine. I don't know if we have a scan ability yet. Bulwark. Passive. You gain guarded when remaining stationary. 50% damage reduction against range attacks from the back. Alright, good to know. Good to know. And is he currently in cover? We can move him up a little bit.
Affirmative, Commander.
We may want to just wait it out. He's entrenched and covered. So now I think one of these guys is going to end up going. I think I'm going to reserve.
Yes, Commander.
So it's going to reserve it. It's going to put them all on turn 2. Which actually is fine. Let's go ahead and reserve the other 2 and put them on turn 2 here. I want these guys to move up a bit. I'd rather play more defensively and let them kind of walk into my line of sight rather than me into theirs. So we can push them onto turn 1 at this point. Only one more is going to go. I'm going to move them up into cover with Trebuchet. Keep them by Orion. Now, if there is any AoE attacks, keeping them this close could be very dangerous for us. But we're going to end up doing an Arc Light. I'm just going to hang on and push to turn 1 here while we wait and see what happens. Nothing. All right. They already moved all theirs is basically what it boils down to. Master Tactician. +1 initiative. This mech loses unsteady when reserved. Okay, so unsteady is when you pass that red marker for stability. So we're going to go ahead and just entrench and wait it out. Alright, we've got him moving in. He's running in, so he's really, really, really fast. Look how fast he ran in here. But that means we're going to get to go as well. Now, I don't know if we can actually do anything. Yeah, he's out of our range, unfortunately. However, we can get up high, and that's going to give us range into at least one. This one will give us range into there. If we jump over here, we can get both. If we jump to here? See, I kind of want to stay in cover, though. I don't think that's going to give us any cover. Yeah, see, this is rough terrain. We don't want to kind of stand there. I'd rather stand on the forest. So let's get him up on the forest. And he's going to go nice and high, using our maneuverability of our mech to our advantage. So we can shoot with one right now. So you can turn on weapons and turn them off. He's only going to be able to shoot with his laser anyway. And it's 85% chance to hit, doing 75 damage. We might as well take a peck at the Orion here and hope we get some good damage off. Unfortunately, we missed. That he dodged. That's classic XCOM percentile right there. And then so you can see the little bit of heat that went up there on his bar. Now they're gonna take shots, and they're gonna miss as well because we're in cover and high ground, so we got very lucky there. I assume their chance to hit us is much, much lower. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna go straight melee. We're just gonna punch him in the face and hopefully knock him down. So let's move you over here. Move the trebuchet. And when we get here, we should be able, or not. Why can't we melee? Multi-target. Well, we can hit them and them with 2 different weapons. So A and B. 65-65 LRM missiles. Nothing else has a chance to hit, so we may as well just go ahead and fire and hope. So we got a dodge there. Ooh, we got a couple of hits in. Not a ton of damage, but they lost evasive and became unsteady. Looks like we missed the other guy, though. And again, high ground is doing us some favors. Ooh, shit. That was a lot of damage right there. Or it gave us a lot of unsteady, at least.
What are your orders, Skipper?
I'd like to melee, so we're going to engage him. Okay, that's what we have to do. We actually have to click him. So the Hunchback...
Yep.
I think we just engaged with the Orion, because there's nothing he can really do from here anyway. So let's go ahead and engage him and just punch him and hope. He has a 55% chance to hit. That's not great. Meanwhile, he has a 55 as well. I think we run into the forest here, just a little bit, and start dropping some attacks from a distance. So, for instance, we could shoot at him with our laser, and AC-20. I think we take off our AC-20, just fire with a couple of lasers. It's not great percentage chance to hit, but it's still something. I think it's all gonna be the same percentile-wise. He can see him, but he can't attack him. Got it. Screw it. We might as well fire the 2 lasers. I think we actually hit the arm. We actually did. We hit the arm. That's beautiful. So, arc light, we're just going to engage and try and drop a punch on him. Get into melee range. It's not likely to hit, but we're going to try. If we can get this thing on the ground, it's pretty much donezo for it. I would expect it to try to get the hell out of here. Couple of good shots. Oh man, this thing is taking a beating. Holy crap! We almost fell over right then and there.
Yeah.
Sumo. What can you see here? You can see him for just the AC-10. Just the AC-10. I have to move in order to do more. Why don't we back the hell up then? We may need to jump to get out. Let's jump and really focus on this guy and force them to come to us. And just take a shot with the laser, I guess. Can I hit my own friends? I hope not. It looked like it may have hit him, but I don't think it did. This is not a good start for us. At all. Yeah, he's going to try and knock over our mech, and he's going to do it. That should knock him over.
That shot got through my armor.
Yep, knockdown. I think we're still in the forest, though. But our pilot gets injured, which is going to lower his chances to do any, to hit and whatnot. Can I get you up? Stand up. We're lucky his turn came up then, but he got smacked in the back, which is the problem.
I'm up again.
70% chance to melee him. Let's actually pull him back. A little bit of revenge, hopefully. Yes! We actually destroyed and knocked it down. And we used our laser, our short laser to knock it down. So, payback right out the gate. That's beautiful. So these guys have to push up now. They cannot stand back anymore. And this might give them a free shot, but we'll see. No. Wildfire. We could engage him with melee. I'd rather not, however. We could just punch him on the ground. Like, just beat him on the ground. Or we could just straight up attack him. But we might only be able to attack him. Yeah, and I think I'm going to do this. So, we could turn on our LRMs, but there's only a 40% chance to hit, but we fire 4 missiles. I think it's 40% chance per missile. But I'm going to stick with the lasers and just go with that. And hopefully do some good damage here. 3 lasers with 80% chance to hit. We hit with 2 out of the 3. That's actually pretty good. We gotta look at our heat. We gotta manage our heat a little bit. Also, this bar right here is inspiration. God damn it. Oh my god. Did we just lose our mech because we just got smacked in the back? Yep, I think he just went. Yep. So this bar is inspiration. When this goes up, we can use it on one of our people, and it'll give a 100% chance for them to hit whatever they shoot at. Just in case you weren't curious. You were curious. Let's see if we can destroy him as a payback here. I didn't destroy him? Good Christ. How did that not destroy him? We may need to try and set up a diversion now. Sumo. Let's get you jumping up here.
Aye, aye.
And let's see what we can do. Only a 70% chance with that. 80 with that. I want to turn on his weapons. 180. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's go for the surefire hit on at least the other thing. We kind of have to get lucky with some crits here. Unfortunately, our little mech doesn't do very much. He's finally getting up. He's all effed up, though. But he's going to point blank me. He missed with one of them. Mainly caused some instability, which is going to give us problems. I'm going to fire with everything I have. This is a desperation move if I ever saw one. Well, let's go fire on everything we've got. We hit barely? Oh, we overheated doing that. He's backing up, though. We did force him to reverse a bit. He's going into the forest. Hopefully he can't turn on us. The way he's... Oh, yep. The way he reversed, he still has a shot on our little guy. I am playing this incredibly suboptimally. And I know what I did. I'm going to go ahead and melee him again. I hope they keep shooting at our little guy. You missed with an 85% chance to hit! That's the second time in this game alone that you've missed with an 80... Not him particularly, but one of my guys missed with an 85% chance to hit. That is very unlikely that it would happen twice.
Not good.
Oh, God. You know, that cover isn't doing us very many favors.
Internal damage, Commander.
Yeah, no shit.
Something I can do. Right here.
He's overheating. Not quite, but he's getting there. Just fire on him. Maybe we could cause some more heat. I'm not sure if we can actually do heat with weapons. We didn't really do much there. Yep. That's a problem.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're getting all effed up.
Aye, aye.
Please, just knock him over.
Roger.
Thank you. 3 weapons destroyed.
Not past the armor.
It's still up? Good God. Yeah, they're gonna... Urban Mech is gonna go down here. Likely fall over by that.
Armor breach.
And you can see his piece just fell off.
Waiting for orders.
I gotta actually I gotta cool down.
All right, but how
See?
much
Bring the
to do?
heat down. Thank you for the miss. Except you didn't miss those 2 lasers. That's gonna probably knock him over completely.
Internal damage, Commander.
Yep, there he goes. Now he can be targeted specifically.
Oh,
Pilot injured.
took one in the gut.
God, I played this. I think I honestly played the opening way too poorly. Is he dead? He's dead. The pilot survived, but the mech's dead. Not that it matters. Man, they are getting a lot of attacks. Is he straight melee at this point? I mean, that would make sense if all he could really do was melee. Yeah, he's gonna try and ram me, and he did.
I'm taking internal damage.
Alright. We've got Inspire now, which is the thing that'll allow me to do all kinds of things.
Standing by.
So if we do this, we inspire him.
Warriors, show 'em what you got.
Fire everything
Firing all weapons.
with the Inspire and as much as I possibly can. You feel like that would do a lot of damage, but it looks like it may not have done much. Mech is gonna shut down now.
Down.
That was my panic maneuver. And look at that, did like nothing.
Can't take much more of that.
Down I go. Yeah, he just did
Damage minimal.
damage minimal. Well, that's good.
I'm here.
Engage. I'm just gonna keep meleeing this thing. I don't know how it's not dead yet. Please. Thank you. Good Christ. That thing was alive way too long. Here I am thinking I was a genius letting him run into melee and then getting destroyed in the process, but not so much. We're just gonna get owned here. Alright, so the wildfire
Receiving you.
needs to restart. It's gonna bring heat way down, which is good. He's gonna go back and start firing from a distance, which makes sense. Probably gonna knock him over in the process. His point blankage. Oh, nope, he's just gonna get destroyed. Just absolutely, utterly destroyed.
Aye, aye.
Good God. We couldn't melee him. Well, we might as well just fucking... We've been meleeing this whole time with this particular mech. And it was a mistake, but... Let's just do it. No knockover. Really? Oh, unsteady. Damn it, didn't get him knocked over. Yeah, bring it on. You haven't touched my Orion. I'm just gonna punch you all in the face. And see how well that goes for us. Probably not well would be my guess. Boom. Look at that. Stable, baby.
Internal structure damage.
I'm unsteady, but stable.
Standing by.
Here we go. Down you go. Ugh. Pilot injured. He's only got a couple lasers open right now. And he's getting up on his turn. Wait, that's not fair. You can't do that. Oh god, we're going down.
Can't hold it.
Welp!
I'm hit.
This guy's going way far back. I don't know why that's their decision. Oh, he's just gonna do precision strikes. That's a problem.
My armor's melting off.
Is it now? You don't say.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
No, no they do not. That is not a surprise, however.
Aye, aye.
Stand up. Punch him in the face.
Let's go.
95% chance. Let's do it. Unsteady. It's great. I just keep punching him over and over. Just getting into fisticuffs. If I pull this off, and I'm not gonna, but if I do, I will be. I'll send this video to the devs and show them there's a bug that should not allow me to win with one mech punching everything. I'd have to get very, very, very lucky on a couple of swings, basically, from them. But look at how fast that filled up my bar. So I'm unsteady, which gives me a lot less chance to actually hit, but I'm just gonna punch again. Did we get the mech? We got the mech. No, we didn't get the mech. Thought it blew up. The Centurion's pissed. Oh, God. Am I falling over from that?
Damn it. I got an armor breach.
No, but their heat is critical. This guy is just gonna punch me in the face. Oh, God! And I failed. Okay. We're gonna go again. That was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I won the time I played. Nope. Uh-oh. I won the time I played at the convention. I had no video evidence of it, clearly, but I did win. What we're going to do is we're going to go a couple of light assaults, and we'll send them to light cavalry, I guess. Because is it the same? I don't want to go, like, the same against all of, like, them. What did I use last time? Let's give... I don't remember what we did. Foggy Day, River Crossing. We'll go Rain. And we'll just go with this, and we're going to go one more match here and hope for the best. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I'm still super excited about the game. This is the first time I've played it since the convention. That's my excuse for not being good at it. That's all. All right, let's launch. Let's be careful this time around. All right. Let's play a little bit here again and start setting up. So I want my big mechs up top, I think, on this hill. So why don't we do that? One up here.
Moving out.
One up here. We'll get a scout out this way.
I'm there.
And the Panther. Well, we're going to try a little bit more tactical flanking maneuvers here. PPC, SRM, so we got missiles and a machine gun on them. We've got enemy contact. There they are. Early enemy contact, very exciting. Probably their scout. Okay, we are now on enemy turn, so 2 and 2 on each one. Sensor lock. Select any target within sensor range, gain line of sight with that target, and suppress evasive and all movement defense modifiers it has. Lasts until the end of combat round. So we should be able to lock down on this one. Even though we can't see it, we should be able to sensor lock it, which means we can see it no matter what. Which is awesome.
Awaiting orders.
In order to get to this one, though, we have to move up. But that's fine. We can move into cover here. And we might be able to get a couple shots on it early. Alright, we've got a medium mech here. Light mech out there. But we're just going to go and attack it with... We'll hit with both of these. A couple of early shots. Adds a little... basically making it pretty unstable early on. But it did add a good chunk of heat to our mech. Now it's back to our turn. A couple of long rangers. So what is this? Evasive move. Passive. Your move action grants evasive 50%. Jump. We don't really want to jump. Let's just attack. 90 and 60. We may be able to get... Can we get close enough? Why don't we get into cover here?
Certainly.
I want to see if I can get close enough where the medium lasers become something we can actually use. It may not be quite possible yet. Not yet. Why don't we just hit it with an LRM? Not worry about the 50-50 shot quite yet. Good shit. Unsteady, which is great for us. So if we hit it again even with just one next turn, it should fall over, giving us some targeted shots. And automatically we're doing a lot better on this map, which is nice. Now the Kraken,
Receiving you.
I'm a little nervous because this guy's moving up on the Panther. But in the process, he's leaving himself pretty open. Long range +6, target moved +4. Weapon accuracy is already a -1. Why don't we just go with the top two then? Again, managing our heat to the best of our ability. I don't know what these little red lines mean. Let's just fire.
From position.
He dodged those. Didn't dodge those very well. Honestly, a lot of the early combat isn't necessarily about draining health and more just trying to knock them over to get some pot shots on like the cockpit and such. Good miss. Got hit with a couple lasers. Not too bad though.
Taking minimal damage.
Now it goes to us.
Commander.
So, we should be able to smack this guy and probably knock him over. Why don't we do it? 85 with both. Hopefully we hit him with at least
Firing a
one.
full salvo.
Yeah, we hit him with both. That should knock him over. No, not yet. I thought that was full bar, but maybe not quite. He's very, very unsteady. Ooh, that's a lot of shots.
That's
But only with that.
Colonel.
Alright, that's not bad. Mockingbird. Again, I would like to just knock them all over. No multi-shots here. Why don't we stay... So you have evasive, right? No, you have jump. We could sensor lock, but I kind of like the idea of not doing that quite yet. Let's move up a little bit. Just one smidgen. Don't want to use that. It's like super low chance to hit. Also super low chance to hit. Let's just go with our LG laser. 60%, which in my mind is not very high. Yeah. I was hoping if we could just get the shot off, we would be lucky enough to knock it over, but it did not work. We should be moving maybe a little bit further, a little bit closer with it. It's going to be a closer range mech. Ooh, they're taking their first shots at our big guy. Oh no, this is second shots with the big guy, but they missed, so.
Standing by.
We do have multi-target. Let's go ahead and fire everything on this one. We may take the next turn to cool down, though.
On it.
But we'll go ahead and multi-target shot. That is probably going to knock him over. Yep, knockdown. Which may eat up his movement next turn if he gets to go first just by standing up. Yep, there he goes. Unfortunate because we don't get to take any shots at, like, targeted shots, but he can't... Oh, no, he can move. But can he still shoot, or is he gonna go for a punch? Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, he can. So what is the point? So getting. Okay. Well, the pilot was injured, which is good.
You have orders?
No multi-target shots here. No sensor lock. Medium lasers. What if we attack you? No, unlikely. We could probably punch him. No? Not close enough to punch. Well, I don't know what that red means, but his left side is really hurt. So if we can get somewhere where we can take open shots at his left side, we might be able to do something good. Ooh, we can almost... I mean, we can hit him in our arc there, but it's going to leave us open on our right-hand side, which is a little bit on the scary side. We could move there instead. I really want to get on his left side, basically, but... sprinting may be... that may eat up our entire turn. Why don't I just go for the shots on this guy here?
Target acquired and locked in.
Looks like we hit with at least our missiles. Yeah, we hit with some missiles. Not great, but not terrible. This guy looks like he's going to move and take some shots up here because the camera locked here. Nope. They are really going all in on this one guy in the forest. It's going to destroy our LA. And now we're unsteady, which is unfortunate.
Yes, Commander.
But it means we can throw some punches. 75% chance to throw punches. Why don't we go and move over here and just engage and just try and ram him? I think we hit the leg? Didn't really do much. And again, more long-range shots at our guys.
Clearly, we're dealing with amateur.
I mean, I wouldn't say we're dealing with amateurs. They're doing all right.
Bye.
We could move up in melee here as well. That might not be a bad idea. It'll get us into the forest area, kind of start flanking this guy. And it's a smaller mech.
For physical attack.
And we did add some unsteadiness to it. That's our small mech anyway. Man, they are really going ham on the big guys at long range. We should start maybe trying to sensor lock them or something.
Standing by.
I really want these guys to go down. If we do a multi-lock, we could do both. A. How do you change it to B? I can see it's hitting A. So when I was doing the multi-lock, okay, we'll say B. Oh, gotcha. So we could do B here, A there, and just fire it.
Splitting target.
The lasers are gonna hit. We hit them both. That's actually really good. Alright, he's decided that he's had enough of that and wants to F up my my big guy up top. We may want to move him now. Ooh, this guy's overheating though. Oh, that's beautiful. He ended up overheating due to that move. So let's move up. This guy's unsteady. We're going to end up moving him, I think, but now because he's overheated and he's shut down, we can target him. Center torso. The head is where the pilot is. We'll turn off our LRMs and just everything at the head. We injured the pilot again. And you can see the head took a kind of a beating. It's actually almost down. So he's going to have to reboot. This guy's going straight melee. Did he knock us down? Ignores cover, precision strike. I think he may end up knocking us over.
Losing armor.
Yep, there it goes. Pilot injured. Man, this is a brutal fight up here across the river.
Commander?
I want you to stand up. And I want to engage this guy while he's down and see if we can just actually knock him senseless here.
Back in the fight.
Punch him. Really? We can't, like, I'm surprised we can't actually specifically target while we melee.
Reporting internal damage. Yes, Commander.
Everything at the head. Just try and kill it. Pilot was killed, so it goes down.
Target.
So we just unloaded into the cockpit and took down our target. That gives us an up, which is good. This guy's gonna be unsteady. We may want to move him.
Commander.
And by may, I mean I definitely want to move him for a turn at least. So let's move him to here. And face him this way. I just want to get him out of there. Now we can fire our missiles, which is why it's allowing us to still take pot shots. Only our LRMs, they have an arc. But I'm actually going to go ahead and let him sit and kind of take a turn off here. So this guy is actually going to take that opportunity to move and hit this guy, who ended up finishing off his friend. But really, this guy, if he survives, has kind of just become my melee. Can I hit this guy from here? I can. I say we go nuts on this guy right here, so let's go ahead and fire. We're really chipping away at his armor. I expect Mockingbird to die. Like, Mockingbird was a sacrifice I was willing to make there. It's fine.
Commander.
95% chance to melee this guy. We may as well.
Moving out.
We kind of turn our back on the enemy, but it's alright. I'm hoping for the best. They're finally moving up now. But like I said, it puts our back against the enemy, which is clearly a problem.
Through my armor.
Because it gives a weak spot wide open.
Yes, Commander.
We could melee him. It's very tempting, so I can't help myself. I really like melee in this game for no other reason than watching other mechs frickin' punch each other to death. And we knocked him down, which is awesome. Which may injure the pilot. Usually does. See, I like that a lot. It's really fun to watch just mechs ram into one another. So he's going to get up. Chances are he's going to try and melee the Panther. If he doesn't, then I consider myself lucky. But yeah, he is definitely going to try. And that's going to kill the Panther. But he is also almost dead.
I'm here.
So now we can move again. But I'd like to move to cover. So let's get over here to where some cover is. We may just drop some missiles on him for this turn. Likely not going to do much. Let's go ahead and give it a shot, though. But yeah, you see he fires it up in an arc. And we actually did hit him. And we crit.
Scored a critical hit.
Which is lucky for us. We almost have inspiration. That's really okay, because it's kind of like the first time he's really been smacked too much. So we can inspire.
Reporting.
I'm going to just go back to punching him, though. There's no reason to inspire yet. We got another thing destroyed. We knocked him down. Pilot injured again. Hopefully, if we kill the pilot, we're good. He's going to stand back up. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And he's going to go melee, of course. 80 damage is good. The unstable instability is the real problem there. But he missed with his precision strike, which is very lucky for us.
Ready for orders.
And you know what? We can actually get into cover and engage with melee here.
Roger.
And I'm okay with that. And somehow, he is still not dead. And that blows my mind. God damn it. This guy's gonna fall.
There's a hole in my armor.
Another miss. I may just want to take the time on this guy and just trench up.
I believe I'll rest.
A little bit of defense makes him less unstable, which means if this guy goes melee, he didn't, but if he did, unlikely to do much. And then once again, we can just go ahead and melee him and hopefully just finish him off. I think I got him. All right.
Mech destroyed.
Whoo, baby. Finally. Now it's just 2-on-2, and they always get to go first. They're in higher initiative than we are. And they finally both actually did damage there.
That wasn't good.
So I need to move you
Commander.
a little bit further up. Now we can see him. We can only fire at him with our LRM, though. I think we entrench ourselves and wait it out.
Standing by.
There we go. Let's go over here.
Position
Let's spread them out a little bit. And then I can try to fire some LRMs at him, so why don't we do that? I'm holding on to the Inspire for right now. They really want this guy going down, but he's kind of in a spot where they miss, it seems, 50% of the time. Yeah, another miss. But we don't have any sensor lock abilities quite yet, so we can't see them. Though we could move up and get a sight on him. And we could hit with everything. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to hold off on the Inspire. Because 90, 90, and 85 is really, really good. And the leg, the front leg is looking a little bit rough for him right now. And again, firing with LRMs just to try and do some long-range damage is fine. The ammo on the LRMs is good. His front right leg is still looking kind of rough. He may need to move if he wants to try and be a little bit safer. He's getting close, actually, which is good. They both moved, actually.
I'm here.
That blows my mind. So we could actually inspire him.
Awaiting orders.
He could only melee him. And only melee him. No, wait, we could do it like that. 90, 90, 70, 75. Okay, why don't we go 90, 90, 70 and just unload.
Target is confirmed.
Didn't get to hit that leg, but we hit the other leg instead. Again, we can't do specific targeting.
Ready for orders.
80, 80, 55, and what was it? 95, 95, 65, 65. I think we really focus on one mech the entire time here. Just fire everything and hope for the best. And we did do some good damage there. We may want to burn a turn dropping heat, but maybe not yet. They are just running up. Why? Are their weapons that busted? Or are they just looking for better shots at me?
Barely hit me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their thought process here is. Why don't we inspire him?
I'm going to enjoy pummeling you.
I thought it gave them a 100% chance for everything, but maybe not. Let's just fire everything.
Firing.
We knocked him down. which means we can now take targeted shots on him since we both operate on the same turn.
Commander.
And we can fire at the head with everything we have. Yeah, he has no legs now. I don't know what he can do without any legs. I think he actually may be useless. I think he may be done. Yep. The mech isn't destroyed, but we're 75% of the way there. I think we're gonna come out of this on top. I think because these two mechs are relatively lightweight compared to mine, we're fine. Though our guy may be knocked down here.
I'm under heavy fire. I'm here.
Let's go ahead and see if we can just finish this guy.
Firing.
Gotta keep an eye on my heat, I know that. But we just took out an arm. And then Paradise will actually just burn a turn so he gains his stability back.
Awaiting orders.
Entrench, buddy. No need.
Staying here makes complete sense to me.
Let him be the target while we unload. He headbutted us. Did not do that much. We actually probably going to end up punching him this turn. I love how scrappy this fight is, and I realize it's probably scrappy because we're not very good, but it feels scrappy and I like it.
Reporting.
We're just going to punch him in the face. 95% chance to drop a punch.
Will be done.
Boom, we took off an arm. He should fall over. Yep. They're done. Pilot is injured. There's nothing you can do. No injuries on these pilots. We did lose our two smaller guys.
Ready for orders.
Screw it. Go for the head. Fire.
Confirmed. Firing.
And we injured the pilot, so that's fine with me. He's going to have to get up this turn. And we have inspiration next turn to burn. Which I'll end up using, I think, on the ranged guy again. This guy can only really headbutt us and maybe use his precision laser. He's jumping. He's getting behind me or to the side of me. I think he's trying to go after an already injured part. And I have an injured shoulder and arm.
Yes, Commander.
Just punch him. Just punch him. 75% chance. Still pretty good. We destroyed something else. Knocked him down. And now we'll just inspire our next guy and unload everything. That's like 3 injuries the poor pilot has taken. He's unlikely to be very useful.
Commander.
So we're going to burn and inspire.
Let's hit him hard.
No, don't engage. Attack. There we go. Fire it all. Why not just take out the torso? It's already injured. There it is. Everything's dead, and that's a win for us.
Mech destroyed.
And then we can take a look at our action report afterward and see how the combat went. There you go. We see everything that we lost. And this would be important in the single player because it means we'd have to get things repaired or replaced, which would cost us a lot of money. But that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys are excited for the game. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. No survey, please. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this, or if you're a fan of the MechWarrior or BattleTech series in general. I mean, the board game has been around for like 30 friggin' years at least. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm pumped, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.